Okie dokie. So, if you're a woman, you may not want to watch this because you might not be able to, you might not think this is up to standards, but I have been living alone for about 6 years now, and one of the things that I really did not like is Teflon. Teflon can leak chemicals into your food, so I have attempted to learn to cook eggs in a stainless steel skillet. If you look on YouTube, there are a few tutorials on that, but I just want to present it from my perspective. From me doing this by myself, if you don't do it right, you can really mess up your stainless steel skillet. All this dark stuff around here and all that, but it's still usable, okay? Main thing though, if you want to do it the right way, which I'm going to try to do today, not the way of just slapping eggs on there and having them stick to the stainless steel, you have to have a smooth surface here, okay? It doesn't have to look all pretty, it just has to be smooth. There are some rough edges around here that I couldn't get off through a lot of scrubbing, but this should be smooth enough. So the first thing that they tell you on these tutorials oftentimes is to, my burners are messed up, I'm sorry, I haven't figured out how to fix it yet, so I'm just gonna, there it's lit now. So they tell you to start off, I think, on high heat, okay? So you start on high heat, but you eventually, for one thing, I need to dry that water off, but at some point, then you're going to do this interesting test that is that you'll take a little bit of water and then you drop it on there, and when it beads up, that's when you know it's safe. But not just then, you also have to add a little bit of butter onto it for it to not stick. I've actually done this before successfully. The other thing is then in your skillets you should, I believe this is silicone. I certainly hope it is. I don't know. Well, maybe it's plastic, my bad. Anyways, plastic's not great for cooking, believe me. You do not want to use any kind of metal on a Teflon skillet. If you're a woman, you already know that, but you're just gonna be putting all kinds of chemicals into your food. So just don't do that. You're gonna be scratching it up and everything. So I guess this is not actually silicone, my bad, but I don't feel that it leaks a lot. I think it's got a pretty high temperature resistance, so I don't feel that it's leaking too many chemicals in my food. The easier way is to just upgrade to ceramic, but then ceramic has chemicals in it that you don't necessarily want either. I saw one ceramic pan that I was thinking about upgrading to, and I think it had maybe a California style proposition warning on it. I'm like, no thank you, I'll stick with stainless steel, even though the hassle, but someday I'm gonna find a ceramic pan that I agree with. But you have to have a mostly clean spatula, and personally, I do not like these holes here, and I do not like these edges around here. It just makes this thing harder to clean. All right, so it's warm, so now you drop it, it's up to higher heat, so I think you can drop it to medium heat. And then we're gonna do this test. We're gonna do the drop of the water. Let me go get the eggs. I like eggs. Let's see if I can get it right this time. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Aldi's is one of the best places to get eggs, by the way. Very cheap there. Much more cheaper than the competition, from my understanding. It's probably fine to eat 4 eggs a day for a normal, healthy male, adult male. I don't know about if you're like 13 or you're a girl, 13-year-old girl. I don't know that they need 4 eggs a day, but unfortunately the bad thing is eggs went up in price drastically recently. So I'm gonna see if I can do a little bead test. Oh yeah, it's beading. I don't know if you can see it. It's starting to bead. So at that point, that means that I need to go ahead and put down the butter. You see that bead there? Yeah, it's just rolling around. That means it's time, it's ready. So I'm gonna go ahead from the test. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these puppies on there. Oh, whoop, I almost messed up. See, I'm a bachelor, I've been alone 6 years, so I don't always do things right. I'm gonna stick some grass-fed butter on there. Grass-fed butter. Try not to use country crock. That stuff's not really butter. It's not safe in my opinion. Just squirt. See how that butter? I don't know if you can see it, but the butter was like rolling around on there. I should have put this thing on my head probably. I can do that actually. I've got a head mount, but see, it's just sliding around on there. That means the surface is it's gonna be like an air hockey thing. Right, okay. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and throw the eggs on there. Let's see. See how that works. Am I still on? Okay. Oh man, it's the butter's rotating to the side. That's not real good. We don't want that. One. Whoops, I put that in the water. Whatever. I'll get to it later too. And actually, you believe it? I forgot to crack and beat my eggs. Sunny side up, by the way, is actually the better way to eat eggs. It's healthier for you. And it's good we're on medium heat, because if we don't, we're gonna burn. So, I forgot to beat them. This would work better if I actually beat the eggs, but they're sunny side up now, and really, I shouldn't have done 4 for this demonstration. That's just gonna make it all the harder to get it out of the pan. But hopefully it won't stick too bad with the butter and the air pocket there. I really like pepper. There is no need to salt eggs. Not necessary at all. They have enough flavor in themselves, so you don't need to salt them. Now see that the eggs are already sticking to the sides there, but we want to get it off the middle. We'll just rotate this a bit. Hopefully I won't have to edit this too much. I might want to cut this part out and then come back later, but then again, if you edit too much, YouTube has this tendency to like downgrade the videos when I go and encode them. I encode them, they work great on my machine. I upload them to YouTube. YouTube does this crazy transcoding and messes it all up in my opinion. Oh wow, wasn't that a lovely sound? I like sound effects. Maybe I need to cut that out. YouTube might cut that out. Sometimes YouTube actually edits your videos for the positive and cuts out stupid things like that would irritate people. Is it done? Now you can see kind of like, if you're a woman, you probably already know this, but anyways, you see how it's kind of like bunching up at the edges? It's trying to stay off the edges there. So now that's sticking right there, but this is separated. So that's a good sign. And this works for me with cornbread too. I like to cook cornbread in Pyrex now instead of the normal Teflon pans. And let me tell you, it's so much better. It does stick, but the advantage of the Pyrex is that I don't have to worry about chemicals in my cornbread. So the only bad thing is that my oven is busted, so I have to broil. So the cornbread comes out looking kind of funny because it's like on broil. So it's like dark on top, but it still tastes okay. I think I can probably go in there and swap the burner from the bake side over to the broil side because they look identical. I don't know, let's go look at it real quick. You see right in there, there's a burner up there way at the bottom. It's glowing red or glowing orange way at the back, if you can see it. That thing, I can probably take that down and throw it down at the bottom and fix the bake. I could probably swap it without having to order the part, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, by the way, there's no need to like wrap potatoes in tin foil. All that does is leach chemicals into your food. Another thing though, when you're cooking potatoes in Pyrex, if you decide to put like a salmon or like or oysters in there and you do not drain the oil, it's going to taste good, but it's going to make a huge mess, and it's going to be a disaster trying to get that off your Pyrex. So it's perfectly fine to cook potatoes in Pyrex, but if you try to sit there and put salmon in there, you better drain the juice. And what I like to do with my salmon juice is I often like to pour it in my salmon. I like to pour it in my veggie concoctions that I eat on when I take to work for lunch on work days, and I put it in like a titanium can. I don't see the titanium can around here, but I've got a titanium can that I put it in, and it just, titanium is expensive, but it's great, man. It's very low maintenance. Anyway, I better put this butter up. And so I'm gonna try to get these eggs off and see if this actually works. Whoops. Because I don't want to burn them. So here's the moment of truth, or the moment of where I prove that I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna go ahead and try to get these, oops, kind of yucky. Get that off of there. I'm not, you know, being a guy, I don't always do things the right way, you know, so I just do them whatever. But let's see if I can get them off. Let's go ahead and, I think we can turn the heat off. I think I might have burnt them just a little on the bottom. Okay, here we go. It maybe needs to cool down a bit. No, it's, yeah, I think I'm getting it. Oh yeah, this is looking good. I'm gonna work my way around. Oh, it's sticking right here. It's sticking there, so I'm gonna go from the other side. Yep, it's coming up. Oh, no, it's sticking. Sticking. There we go. Oh, we got two of them, I think. There we go. Okay, so it did stick. Oh no. Okay, I busted my eggs. That's gonna stick right there. But see, that came off fairly clean. It's fairly salvageable. There we go. Look at that. And that's not gonna be too hard to clean up. Oh my, yeah, that's beautiful for me. That's way better than what I'm used to. When I just throw it on a dirty surface, you're just asking for trouble. So you want to get this off as soon as possible, because if you let it sit on stainless steel, you're asking for trouble. So I scrape that off, most of it, and then I'm just gonna see how smooth that is. I'm not gonna touch it because it's hot, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw this over in the sink, which is probably dirty because I need to fix the garbage disposal. I've done that before, but anyways, we're gonna throw it in the sink. Here we go. Whoa, that was hot. Throw some water on it, and I will not have to be spending a whole lot of time cleaning that up. So, it is actually possible for us. I don't want to call myself single because I still want to reconcile with my wife, but it is actually possible for a man that's living alone, a barbarian man, to cook eggs on a stainless steel skillet without it sticking. There you go.